Hello again my YouTube friends, it's Margaret here and I'm here in the grow room and it's now 25 to 5. The light is diminishing outside. We usually have to have all lights on and curtains closed by 7 o'clock, and so we're back in the grow room, like I say, and we're 20%, 65% humidity, and once I put the humidifier on, probably in about another hour, that'll shoot up to over 90. So why have I brought you back into the grow room? Well, let me just show you. These are the cattleyas that have had the bleach treatment, and I have to say, you know, I was keeping my fingers crossed because some of them were severely infested with scale, and I've picked this little one up here. Now I've watered them, so they are a little bit damp, and hence the little cloth here. Let me just see if you can see what I'm seeing. And this is done in a little pot with some decorative gravel and a little bit of pea shingle. Let's put her down there. What is she called? She's called Cattleya intermedia Aquini. And let me just see if you can see what I'm seeing. You see that little there, that new growth there, and let me just have a look. I did see some roots developing somewhere. Let me just see if I can see them. If you bear with me a minute, I'm just holding this up and hoping I'm not blurring what you're seeing. I do apologise if I am. Oh dear, I'm sure I've seen somewhere some root development. Oh yes. Now I don't know whether you can see that. Well, I'll just put her down, and the root development is just, when I told you about that new little growth there, the root development is just at the side of it. The tiniest little white nubbin you can see. And then of course she's got this other tucked in here. There's another new growth, and I'm hoping she'll send out some new roots from there. So all in all, I think that one will be fine. Now this one here, let me have a look at this one. This one's really anchored down, this one is. And oh, it's the same as that one. There we go. So this one must have, I've either cut her or she's split open when I've come to do the scale, the bleach treatment. Let's just have a look at this one. Like I say, this one's really anchored in. This wouldn't move if it was a volcano underneath it, I tell you. It's anchored in that well. And can you see that new growth over there? So I don't want to dig around too much, but she's got that new growth, and I'm hoping she's going to have new roots developing. They're still a little bit desiccated, these are, but naturally, because you know, I have put them through the mill. And if I just move this little one out of the way now, and be careful I don't drop it because of my clumsy hands. And I'll bring this one a little bit forward now. This is one, believe it or not, is let's bring her around here. She's the Pastoral Innocence. Look at those leaves. They're so desiccated. But never mind. They'll have to be desiccated because she's got this she's got this growth here. And if you remember, I think the last time I showed this little growth here was just tucked underneath, but I positioned her so she would actually develop over that rim, and she has done. And lo and behold, there's a new growth. And the new growth, I've just lodged a piece of lava rock. You can see that lava rock there. That was to lift this up so it went over the rim of that pot, and this new growth hopefully will follow past the lava rock, and that'll be another growth for next time. Let me just have a look. Has she got any other roots? I'm not sure. So I don't want to dig round and disturb her any more than I've got to. So let's put that one back. And this is the one that I left you with last week, the little teaser. And they've just been watered, and look at the roots there. She's got, let me just put her down, she's got a viable root there, and she's got these two here, which were just like little tiny nubbins last week. Now she's got this sheath on here. I have to be a bit careful because I need this sheath off. I need to see what's underneath it. But sometimes when you get a dried sheath like that, if you're not careful, if you try and peel that back, you weaken. You see how narrow it is there? Just under, if I put my little finger, how narrow there. So if I try and pull this off here, it could well snap there. So at the moment, I'm just leaving it well alone. And oh, this is that. This is called Cattleya violacea by Intermedia var rosea. And oops, took that little label back in there. And let's just move this one out of the way before I knock that off the shelf. And I'll just put this one back here. Sorry about that, I'm just giving you the wrong view there. And I've got a couple on the top shelf. I'll try and pull down in a second, or I'll be able to pull one down now. You just bear with me a minute. And I hadn't realised that I'd got two of these, because I've already shown you one of this this division here. I can't find where I've just put that. It must be somewhere on my shelf, or it's probably looking straight into my face and I can't see it. But this is the other one. Let me just show you. The Laelia labata, or labata, or labata, whichever way we're going to say it. And for the love of me, I can't find where the other one is. But it's got to be somewhere because it's in a different pot than this. Anyway, let's not worry about that. And if this is the second time I'm showing it today, I do apologise. Probably a senior moment. I get a few of those these days. But that's no excuse, is it? So I'm going to put her back up on this top shelf where she belongs. And, oh, she's dripping there. So what I wanted to show you now, I was a little apprehensive about this big Cattleya because, like I've explained to you, she got some absolutely gorgeous green roots. And I was very reluctant to actually move her out and give her the bleach treatment. Now I'm just looking here on that pseudobulb. Now I don't know whether you can see there's a new eye developing there. And if I can just gently turn around, can you see that new eye there developing just underneath there? And if I can just gently, oh, I found that other plant. You know, remember the labata I've just said? Excuse me, digressing. There she is. So it wasn't a senior moment. I do get some of those though these days. Oh dear, never mind. Anyway, this is such a big plant here. And I'll move her back to the position she's normally in. But can you see that new growth there? You know, my heart misses a beat because this one, I surely did give her such severe bleaching. And she got beautiful roots. They were anchored down there. But, and she didn't actually show signs of an awful lot of scale. But I couldn't just risk it. Excuse me, I'm going to go around this way. She had to go in for the bleach treatment, whether I lost her or not. And so she looks as though she's on the road to recovery. I'm maybe going to forfeit some flower buds, but what can you do? You know, I couldn't cope with that scale. You know, all my orchids are healthy. I spend a lot of time on them. I still work and I come home and I come up and check the orchids because, you know, they're my passion. And like everybody else, you know, I need to know that all the orchids are fine. Now let me just pull these two down here. This has been watered. Now this is a big one. This is the 24 carat BLC, 24 carat gold. Now, the roots don't look brilliant. In fact, that one's probably soft. There's no green root yet. So, she's still got eyes developing. She's got quite a good few eyes that there's a possibility, that there is a possibility, you know, of her sending some new growths out. I'm just hoping, you know, I haven't desiccated her too much, but you remember this one, I wired her in and she sits on this top shelf. She sits that way, and like I say to you, I put everyone back the way I take them off. Oh dear, there we go. I'm not filming very well today, am I? I do apologise. Got another one over there on that back shelf there, and I've checked her and I've watered her. What I'm trying to not do is just knock these that I've got on the lower shelf, so I'm not going to actually stretch across and get that one. I'll just pull this one down, and probably this is the last one I'm going to do today. And let's have a look what this one is. This is a monster, look at this. Let me have a look at the label. Oh, so that's BLC Pamela Hetherington. And let's put a label back in there. And let's have a look. Of course, she's had the bleach treatment, and she's in hydrogen balls, she's in lava rock, and she's got this new growth here. I think she was watered with that other one I've just put back, 24 karat gold, and I think these were watered at the weekend. You can see by that root there, it's just come back a bit. You can see the ones that they've been watered, they've not dried out. This was a growth that never did anything. So now whether that will ever, I could do with cutting that little end off, but I'm too frightened. Have a look at the plant when I've got her here. So like I say, she's got a new eye there coming. I think this one's going to be fine. Well, I think they're all going to be fine now, and I'm so pleased that at last, oh yes, that one's got another eye coming there. As soon as I can see the roots forming, I should be much more happier, because you know, it might not have been the right time to repot any of these, but I couldn't take a risk. They had to go into the bleach treatment, and you know, I've had to suffer the consequences, whether I lose them or I don't lose them. So I think that was a good move on my behalf. Anyway, I don't think there's anything else to show you today. If you just bear with me a minute while I'm here. That's the Alcohol Blossom. It's got a new root developing there. I've just put these on the windowsill. That's the Pathiopedilum, and because Ed said he'll give them some light, because I've got them down there on that bottom shelf. This little one here, this little tiny one here is Gongora Galliata. She's a lovely little thing here. That was an M.E.s, but Anyway, I will, let me just show you this one. Now I've not watered the Laelia autumnalis today. Sometimes I look at them and I think, even though the pseudobulbs look a little bit desiccated, don't they? Oh, sorry, they look a little bit desiccated. But I think this one will wait till tomorrow. So I'll just, and because of the, I normally have a here on this end one, and but because the nights are getting colder, I just tuck her in there, away from the draft of the window, and I'll take you up on the top shelf another day, I think. So, like I say, my YouTube friends, thank you for joining me, and we'll speak again soon. Now, take care. Bye now.